Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy. Do you want to add some style and design to your car? Projector puddle lights are the way to go, and I'll show you how. All right, if you're like, what are puddle lights? So that's when you open your door and you have that light underneath the strip of your door card itself that shines down so you don't necessarily step into a puddle. Now, BMW normally includes the light, but it's normally just a plain bright white light, which is fine and all, but there are a lot of really cool options out there for what you can do. And a great way to do that are actually projector bulbs from BMW. Now, I'm going to be using the 50th M Heritage projectors. I think they're really cool, but they have a lot of different options, but all the install is going to be exactly the same. And I want to show you how you can do this and make this change really rapidly and really easily for you. Now, we're going to take a look at a door in just a second here. I'm going to be using my new G87, which has these clear projectors on them. But what I wanted to do was actually show you what we're looking at before we get there. Now, I've already done one side, but here is the light itself. You've got the cable that comes in on one side and a hook on the other. So what ends up happening is if this is your door card and the hole that it's in, this fits up in with the cable and then snaps upwards with these little hooks that hang onto your door card. Okay? So what we're going to be doing is pressing backward on the light so these little hooks will get away from the door card and then pull the light down and out. Now, one other thing, at least on this car, this little 2-wire cable was stupid to get out. It was in so tight. Now, it may be a little bit hard to see right there, but if you see there's a little notch right there in it, and there's actually a tiny little bump on the plug itself. And what I found what I had to do is press a little tool and use a pick tool and press down on a little bump, and then the plug would come out. Just pulling on it, it did not want to come out. Now, yours may be slightly different or not nearly as hard as my car, but I wanted to show you this because of just the complication in getting what is a simple plug out. All right, so I'm gonna show you on the driver's side door, so let's duck down, let's take a look at that. I'm pulling the light out. All right, guys, so I'm actually laying under my door. That's probably the easiest way to show you. So here's the back of the car, here's the front of the car, and obviously you can see reflected in my hand is the light. So here on the engine side, there's a little notch in the light, and you can tell that's where the hooks are. That's why they put that little notch right there. So usually what I'll do is I'll take a plastic trim tool and get up underneath the edge of the light and press backwards, just like that, until it comes out. So now you can see there's not a lot of cable length, but there's enough right there. You can see and get that off. Now, as I mentioned about the cable, how tight this plug is, so I'm going to give this the first shot here and see if I can get this off. Hey, that one actually came out a lot easier. All right, so that's some good news there. So that one came right out just fine. Now, with the new projector, let me grab that and let me show you this hooked into place, because we do also want to adjust the projector, which you'll see. All right, so here we are kind of right side up. Here's the new projector, and you're gonna wanna put it in the same way, right? So this side is gonna loop in with the little notches here, and we'll plug it in. Now, but there's a dial. If you notice, there's a dial right here, and this is controlling the lens of the projector, so you can actually orient the image on the ground to the orientation that you want to have. So as your door swings out, you can, in this case, you can see the BMW logo and the whole 9 yards. So let's go ahead and grab this here. We're gonna plug it in here really quick. Cable only goes in one way. You can actually see projected on my hand. You can see the logo. Now I should be able to kind of get this in here by hand. That the tail of the projector goes in the same orientation as the cable. We should be able to just fit it up and in here. Okay, but if you notice, it's a little bit faint right now, but you can see my orientation is completely wrong. It's turned this way. So this is where you don't want to just immediately snap it up into place. So I'm going to want to use that dial to turn the orientation of the image. So let me just see. So I'll adjust it around a little bit. Brief test fit. So that's pretty close. That's pretty straight. I might want to come back just a little bit. And again, this is really going to be on how you want it to be in the right orientation when your door is fully open. But there you go. That looks like good orientation of the image now. So I can take this, I'm going to make sure that it fits back really cleanly and just press it up into place, and you're done. Now in my case, I've already done the other side because I wanted to show you the light. But if you haven't, just go over and do the other side and you're all done. All right, y'all, so all done, so go ahead and clean up and put your tools away, and it really takes like a single plastic trim tool or maybe a pick tool to get this work done. So it's super, super simple. Can take you less than 5 minutes. So, and I love the way this looks. Now the projectors actually tend to maybe be a little bit dimmer than just the bright white puddle lights, but I really do love the way they look. And make sure to check out all the different options you have for those projectors. There's different lenses and different images. It is really kind of cool. I really do love the Heritage ones, which is why I wanted to put them on my new G87. Really appreciate you watching. Please make sure to click like and subscribe. It makes an honest difference to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I have a ton of new and coming G87 content that I cannot wait to share with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next project.